All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but everything should be all right now. Do let us know in the chat if there's any issues coming up. Now, where were we, Croissant, and what is happening with your background?
Where were we? So we were just so bored and so restless that I decided to just ask you to come to this top corner right here or there. I'm not sure if this camera is laterally inverted or what, but look at your eye. Look! It's pretty. It's looking not at me but somewhere else. But I guess I'm in your room as well.
Very, very nice. As I was going to say, I can't tell if I travel to you or if you travel to me. It would appear that you have traveled to me. Now, we were just talking about the players that we are going to be seeing here, and you were going through the players that we have in here. How familiar are you with these players, and what kind of set should we be expecting today?
Yes. So all of these players are pretty annoying, and they can kick me up the ass every day, every night. I've been knowing them for quite a while now, and what we expect today, we're gonna see some brilliant action. I can guarantee you guys in stream that you're gonna see some. Always gonna be that one play or two plays that just really you haven't seen before and captivates your mind. And we're just gonna be so hyped for that. So I'm really looking forward to this night.
Yeah, and well, I am assuming, considering this is Brawl Ball after all, when you say very annoying, what you're trying to say is disgustingly good at the video game.
Well, it's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour.
100%. And these guys are definitely staying hungry. They are eager to start. We are eager to begin casting. We're waiting for all of the players to ready up and get ready, and we will be starting as soon as that will be possible.
Great. Yeah, Polly. Have you seen Brawlball matches before? Have you had your fair share of the slice of the cake?
I have seen a little bit of I have seen a little bit of Brawl Ball. I have played a little bit of Brawl Ball. Now, something that people may not know is around 1.5 years ago, I was actually a member of the Pirateers. Now, do keep in mind, I was the worst player in the entire clan, but I did play a lot of Brawl Ball, and I would say maybe accumulatively on my Steam account, maybe I've got 50 hours on Brawl Ball, maybe 25 hours on Brawl Ball, which is not a lot. That is literally like less than 1% of the amount of hours I have in Brawlhalla.
Yeah.
But as a stock player, I'd say that's quite a bit.
Yeah. So when we mean by stock players, your main thing is always going for stock, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I definitely, Brawl Ball is this very, very neat thing, and I'm very fascinated by the Brawl Ball community in the way that
niche.
Yes, 100%. In the way that
Yeah.
Brawlhalla just released this one game mode, and there's like this tribe of players that were just like, oh, we're screw Brawlhalla, we're doing this. You can screw yourself. We're just gonna play this. There's nothing you can do to stop us. We're gonna start our own communities surrounding this game mode. We're gonna start our own clans. We're gonna start our own tournaments, and also Brawlhalla supporting that to some extent is very, very fun to see. I'm very, very fascinated by the space, and that's precisely why I wanted to get into it back then as well.
Yeah, captivating. Yeah. So how? Yeah, it's been a good story for what you've been telling us. So let me ask you a question. What is your typical position?
Oh, I really, really like being a runner, but I suck at being a runner, so I was usually support. When I was playing in the Pirateers, I was usually support for an Hour style player or Eichelbart. But enough talking about us, Croissant. It's about time we start talking about these teams, because we are getting into the first game of top 4. These players are ready. We're about to start.
Yes, Kevin, Astru, and Style, the full Our Style team against Bob's Builders. It seems like Bob is not responding. I guess he might be AFK at the moment, so we didn't get that instant rush of adrenaline into the match. But this is what the respect the players have for each other. I guess, imagine if this was stock poly, like in a queue, like if there's a 2v2 team, like someone stops. Yes, someone will wait for them, but usually it's not this long and people take... I don't think there's any room for error in terms of being away from the keyboard.
Croissant, we have a saying in Swedish.
Okay.
Den som väntar på något gott väntar aldrig för länge. It roughly translates to the one who waits for something that is good will never wait for too long. If you're waiting for something and it's gonna be good, take all the time you need. Take all the time you need. It'll be worth it once you get it. So, these players, they're building up our anticipation. They want to make sure that we are truly ready for the incredible gameplay that they're about to provide us with.
Indeed, and yes, you can see Astrid there is gonna just reset the game. But I guess we're in for a lot of good stuff tonight. I'm expecting, I think my money's on this Flexi, Hichu and Bob team. I hardly see them falter, and to be honest, if there's anything, any other team that can beat this team, it's gonna be Astru, Stylican, and Kevin from our style. There's also a couple other honorable mentions out there, not necessarily honorable, but really, really fierce rivals, which are the Klein team with Bonobo. They're gonna be really, really good. So watch out for them, Polly.
I sure will. You are the experts here tonight, Croissant. I'm very, very used to being the expert, but for once I'm going to be in the other position now.
We're really happy to have you with us.
I'm very happy that everyone's been so welcome. It's been a great experience so far, and I mean, we're only 5 minutes into it, and we haven't even seen our first game.
I mean, we just seen our first game, maybe. That's just 1-0 up. Bob the Builders are 1 game away from being knocked out, right?
I'm not too sure about that. You're putting me on the spot. You're really putting me on the spot.
Sorry. I have a lot of our style bias. Our style.
Yeah, I can't blame you.
How do I eliminate that bias tonight? Looking at my clan, my precious clan. My beloved Astru, beloved Kevin, beloved Stylican.
Now see, I've never had that problem personally because I am rooting for pretty much any player regardless. Even if you kind of know the outcome of the game, you already know that it's going to be exciting regardless, right? Because if there's a team that's like super superior, they're gonna show you some top of the line gameplay. They're gonna show you, what a good beating looks like. And if the well, they're gonna show you how it's done. They're gonna show you how you're supposed to play Brawlball. But if the other team, steps up and they win, obviously that's gonna be really exciting. It's very impressive, especially when it's not something that you were prepared for. So either way, I'm going to be leaving very happy tonight.
Great. I hope I can get that perfectly impartial streamer unbiased tonight. But yes, here we go. I think we might be heading into the actual first match. Not putting you on the spot where I challenged you there, but here we go. Astru, Style, Kevin versus Flexi, Hitch and Bob, and we're on the way. First proper match of the stream.
We are on the way, and indeed the first proper match. All the players are moving, no FKs here. We already have a push to try and get the first ball, but Kevin very quickly trying to reverse it.
Ball's gonna be reset in the middle. Blue team, Kevin gets it pretty clearly, but Astru gets back. Bit of contest at the mid right now. Damages are pretty much even, but Flexi, you know what he can do with the ball.
Absolutely.
Bob's in there and gets it.
There it is, the first couple of encounters. Of course, these teams are both very, very skilled. There's going to be a lot of back and forth, but it's really when the players start getting damaged where the goals are going to be made. As these players start getting knocked away further, and potentially get a couple of knockouts coming out, that's when we're going to see a lot of these scores coming out.
And just as we say that, Astru is pretty damaged as a runner compared to Flexi. But here we go. Kevin tries to push in. He's seeking his support from Astru. Astru loses his weapon. Hits you with the
so close.
Eliminates the threat. Style with the crucial nair. To stop
Beautiful save. Beautiful save
Style
by Style again
there. Once again. And look at that. The combination of teamwork between Style and Kevin with that unarmed play.
Stylican definitely providing a lot of help for his team that one game, but look at that, all of the players were all caught up in their own battles and they weren't able to get to the runner in time. Actually scratch that, we might have a little bit of a situation, Croissant.
Another situation. I think, Polly, if you haven't seen Brawlball properly yet, it's probably because people always cut out. People lose connection. As a niche community, we've started off with very humble roots, you know. The game crashing every now and then, and once it crashes for one person, everyone else would crash. And usually Astru, who's playing from Iraq, with his very slow internet, doesn't get there. But here we are, back in the match. Kevin pushes in. Wow.
Right back from it, completely unfazed, just running in again and able to get that quick score, even from maybe you'll get a little bit shaken up by having to restart like that, but still very, very nice score indeed.
Ooh, Kevin with the quirky throw up against the wall play. Bob. Another throw up against the wall and the D-sig. Wow.
I am loving these throws from Kevin. Definitely maneuvering the blue team around, throwing them off before he goes in to score the goal.
Yes, exactly. Really utilizing his movement well. Flexi making Kevin go deep there. It's a game of margins, isn't it?
Oh, pretty bad situation for Flexi here. Actually scratch that. He gets a little bit closer. Stylican again, super crucial nairs on the sword coming out. Kevin now with a great opportunity. If only Astru was able to make it there a little bit earlier. It was just too much distance to cross.
Kevin and Astru playing the double runner strat right now, and all members of the red team are currently unarmed against two weaponized blue team members.
This is bad.
This might be
this
quite
is bad.
bad.
They spent so much time trying to score that they've been hit so many times. They're all starting to get quite damaged here, but Kevin is able to reclaim the ball.
It's just Kevin now. It's just Style now. But Kevin! Oh, with the crucial save!
Massive play!
What a save!
Massive play to be able to secure not letting the blue team get a goal there.
And to do it unarmed as well, and here we go. Oh, that ball is going to be lost. Stylican is going to retrieve the ball. Kevin gets in the way. Double runner. All members of the red team are very damaged right now, and this might be a conversion for the blue team if they don't reset in time. Oh, he doesn't get the reset. He wanted to reset, but he got kicked back.
They're all so damaged. I'm kind of holding my breath for the red team here, Croissant. I don't know about you.
I have never seen someone that damaged as Kevin.
I have never seen... Actually, no, I have seen way longer rounds of Brawlball than this. But this is definitely a very drawn-out battle. This just goes to show how neck at neck these players are.
Stylican with a crucial pickup and interception. That's it. What a good
beautiful
dare from Bob.
Jesus, using the dare as well to keep them in the active frames for that long. Super cleanly played. from him, but we are going to be resetting very quickly. Still lots of players getting knocked out here, able to replenish their health. In what side do you feel this round is leaning so far?
Well, it's pretty hard to tell, but I got to say, I have to label the blue team as damage rackers.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Just as I say that, we're now even.
They had to fight tooth and nail for that goal, dude. That took so much time for them. Super, super even round. We are going to be going in to our 7th round here, and it's going to be a way shorter one with Flexi.
Bob is marginally getting and hitting those more consistent dares and being at the right place at the right time. Stylican loses a weapon. This might be a goal here.
Oof.
And that's
Great.
it. That is game 1.
Amazing evasive skills by Flexi there. What do you feel kind of shifted towards the end of the game to where Flexi was able to run in and get so many goals, especially after the super, super even rounds, right? Those rounds towards the end, I feel like it was two completely different teams that we were seeing.
Yeah, especially with the 3 goals scored by the blue team, scored by Flexi in the last 2 or 3 minutes or so of the game. It all flashed before our eyes, just as we were thinking like this was very even. Yeah, they found the openings, they took their chances, and they converted their chances. So it is well-deserved, actually, blue team 1-0 up against our style team, Astru, Kevin, and Style. Let's see what can be answered in the next game. We can see the insta-locks coming out again from Astru, Kevin, and Style. Not much changes. They haven't changed anything, and they are going right back into it.
All right, going right back into it indeed. It's going to be interesting to see if the other team is going to be able to bounce back after that game, or if we're just gonna get a sweep from here on out.
Very close game. It's a game of margins. As long as you're 1 or 2% better than the other team, and if you find that opening, it's going to be really hard to bounce back if you're the other team against. But yeah,
I mean, it really, really is a game of opportunities, isn't it? You just have to find that one window to run in at the right time and have your support player recognize it as well, throwing out the right attack at the right time. There's so many things that need to line up, especially as you start going against a more experienced, advanced, and skilled team that are gonna try their best to intercept and disrupt all of your chances. You know, you have to be flawless.
Exactly. Got to make the best use of your chances. Just as I say it, the close pass. I was looking for that pass there. Here comes Flexi.
Massive
Bob
Sears
with the
coming out
side
from
stick,
the
but
axe.
Kevin, what a save. That was a crucial save.
What a save indeed. Now red team trying to push the ball into the territory of the blue team here. Going to be resetting their stocks here. Only damaged players are going to be Hichao and Kevin. Hichu and Kevin.
Go, 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 go! Here we go, Stylican against Bob and Hitch.
It's definitely
Let's
doable,
see what
but
Kevin
the
can
nair...
do.
The end lights came out, but immediately the red
Beautiful
team support coming in with an end light of their own, able to keep them in the active frames. Blasters seem so strong.
Yes, Blasters is a good strat in this game. You cover a lot of area. It's a good counter to Lance as well, especially when you're defending. Yeah, and the active frames, as you say.
Yeah, I mean, an end light is basically enough time to be able to fill up the meter and get that score. Oh, beautiful, beautiful DC coming out from the Bryn, able to knock the ball away. Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way they would have been able to caught up with that in time. Beautiful score by the blue team. We are going to be going into a 3rd round. Kevin able to intercept and pick up the ball at back.
Astru gets the head. But
oh, so
some members of blue team lose their weapon. Here we go. Everyone's unarmed at the moment. But Bob manages to get that lance again. Side sig, you can sense that's incoming. But Kevin is there to clear it out in time.
Nice throw from Kevin. Now
Tries the underpass. Let's see if he can get it. Astru get... Oh. Ball is
able to get that KO.
Side, but here comes Flexi. Manages to get in. The support from Kevin.
Oh, the Enlight! The unarmed Enlight to save their team. Kevin is so good at making...
And look at Kevin.
Oh my god. Kevin is so good at making all of these split-second decisions. Like, Kevin does not doubt himself. That is very... he's impressing me so much right now. Oh, nice couple of recoveries coming out through the Brin, knocking all of the players away, creating a little bit of a scramble. But that's going to get them stuck. So close to getting a goal. But Flexi is able to pick it right back up, going for a long throw. This is going to create a little bit of chaos in the center of the screen, and the red team appears to be coming out on top of it, trying to score a goal here.
When is it ever not chaos? That is my question. Because we love chaos in Brawl Ball. Here we go, Kevin. He tries the underpass. Oh, but he jukes it. And Flexi gets that tactical reset, I think. And all members are triple committing. Starlican needs to get out quick.
Very, very dangerous for the red team. If Bob was able to hit that lance there, that could have been the score. But unfortunately, not going to be connecting. And we are bouncing back to a scramble here on the center of the stage as the players are trying to come out on top. Nice throws back and forth. Bob able to pick it up and get it out.
Here's the pro of the red team I've been noting. Oh, just as I say that. Oh, but Bob with that. The red team are doing really well right now at being very sneaky in how they approach the ball and how they pick up the ball. In terms of ball pickups, I think the red team are doing much better. Partly because they are playing more unarmed than the blue team are right now, but as a trade-off, you're going to get more damage racked up by the blue team. But yet again, it's all about the adaptation and the chasing up of those opportunities. Astru grabs his weapon. Style has a clear, but Bob catches him and Flexi gets that ball back. Bob is pretty low damage right now, but he's doing his damage. Passes the ball to Astru. Style with this Seh? No, that's not Seh, that's a sidelight.
Flexi trying to get the ball back, but Kevin with a need to throw.
Runner.
This is a good opportunity for a score, but he dodges at just the wrong time. If that was just a bit later, or if he tried to jump over it. Very unfortunate.
By Bob and the side sig, that will do it.
Beautiful recovery there from the blue team as well. To be entrenched at your own goal and to be and then just run all the way back and score that goal that quickly. And again, Flexi has to be the best player here as a runner at recognizing what the perfect time to strike for a goal is. He will be in that goal when there are no red players in that goal, and they will be scratching their head wondering when did he get there and how did he get there.
Yes, Flexi has very good chemistry with his teammates. This is the communication between blue team is evident right now, as you can clearly tell whenever Bob hits or whenever Hichu hits, Flexi is just at the right place at the right time to pick up that ball and chase that goal and push forward.
Flexi now with an advantage in terms of the goals. Red team gonna have to try and bounce back.
By the blue team, yes. Here we go,
oh
Kevin.
My lord! The mind games, the mind games. He thought he was going to run back, because who would go into the goal and just stand still, right? Beautiful mind games coming out with their movement.
Starlican trying to hold off people. Kevin gets the ball just before Flexi does, and now he's charging. Hitru gets neutralized, and Kevin scores that goal. Great answer by the red team.
Great signatures coming out from Astru to cover for their teammate as they try and get that goal. Now, back into a scramble into the center. I'm starting to notice a trend. As the game progresses, the time of the rounds keep getting shorter, Croissant.
Yes, especially in the previous game as well. But in the previous game, blue team scored all the goals at the end of the round. But now we're seeing the complete reversal. 2 goals consecutively scored by the red team in the space of 2 minutes.
Flexi holding off, waiting for the right moment.
Kevin needs to hold on. The ball's going to respawn at middle as Kevin dies with the ball at the end. Okay, ball's Stylican goes for the reset. Oh! The ambiguous whether it was going to respawn at middle. I didn't even know it was going to respawn at the red base. Kevin gets the ball. Here comes a good opportunity, I sense. Astru. Ooh.
Astru trying to cover for the teammate, but they're just not able to find the perfect opportunity to strike. Kevin now with the ball in hand. They're trying to charge, but Flexi will be able to pick that ball up again.
And here we go. This might be it.
Okay, okay.
That
with the
is it.
dodge as well. Astru.
Way to
Super
dodge
well
a
played.
Vrax side sig. I guess you have to dodge it when you're stacked with Vrax, because all the frames of the spot dodge is not enough to cover a Vrax side sig. Passing through.
I've seen players playing in stock with a lot of money on the line, not able to dodge that signature.
Yet alone Brawlball, because
Yeah.
this is this is the place where we're gonna see the most Vrax side sigs.
I feel like you get so many. I feel like you get so many skills out of playing Brawlball. More stock players need to play Brawlball, man. Honestly.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that you love Brawlball as a stock player. We need more stock players on the scene. But here we go, right into
We need to
game
convert
3.
more stock players. We need to convert the stock players into Brawlball dedicated players. But enough talk about the scene. Kevin got that double chase dodge, rushing now all the way ahead.
The ledge
Bob is going to be able
dash
to
as
get
well.
that back though.
Here we go. Flexi wants to support. And Flexi, right place, right time.
Able to get that unarmed attack just to knock them away far enough to be able to score that goal. Small AFK there from Kevin. Fortunately, we are not seeing any disconnect though. We are going to be jumping straight into it here.
Kevin loses the ball.
For a moment you saw triple exclamation marks there on Kevin. Got me a little bit nervous, but they are still doing fine. Flexi now with the ball in hand, going in. Nice side light coming out from Kevin. Flexi wasn't able to get to time that spot dodge.
Oh, the double runner.
And there it
The
is.
double runner. Just in the right time. He sneaks in right after the Bryn D-Sig. The blue team managed to hit him again, but he just comes back, Kevin, and scores that goal. Flexi
I feel like
tries a down pass.
for support, I would expect a lot more haymakers, you know, heavy side sigs unarmed coming out from the support. But I'm seeing that neutral light is usually the way to go instead.
Neutral light on weapons? Or neutral
Oh
light
no,
on
neutral light unarmed.
Okay. Yeah, especially for the red team, as they're playing double runner strat right now, you can have a lot more versatility and, sneaking up there in terms of reaction time. Whenever the ball is right in front of you, you can be lucky, say the ball, if the ball springs right in front of you, as the goal is half charged up. Just you picking it up there as a double runner is a big pro. And here we go. Bob manages to get the ball back to his Flexi. Hichu doesn't quite catch the ball. Bob gets knocked out. But everyone is back. It's just Astru and Bob pretty damaged right now.
Great defending there from the blue team, knocking the players away. Recovery coming out as well, grabbing that KO. They're charging.
Ooh. Kevin. But that's going to be caught by Hichu. Oh, Flexi catches it and Bob with a side sig. This could be very dangerous. Oh, and Hichu
Oh!
With the
For a moment, I
slide
thought they weren't going to
charge.
score. For a moment, I thought they weren't going to score. I got a little bit nervous there.
It's now 2-1.
Kevin with the ball in hand, already charging in. Flexi able to pick it back up, though. Nice weapon throw by Stylican. Side stick coming out from Hichu as well.
Flexi with all the sweat.
Flexi trying to charge in here with the ball.
Kevin
His
with the
teammates.
sneak.
Flexi is always back on that ball so quickly. As soon as they fail a charge, they're going back into another one immediately afterwards. But this time around, Astro has a great lead. The weapon throw is massive though, and is going to save them.
But not enough for a goal conversion. What a play by Astro. Astro nearly gets knocked out there. Flexi with the ball recovered. Kevin loses his weapon, but he manages to get the ball back. Seeks the support. Astro comes. Knocks them out. It's just Stylican unarmed against a Hichu and a Flexi. And that's going to be it.
Didn't take much to get that goal in. One Bryn Innesig on that axe was all it took to be able to secure the goal. Now, with the blue team having a pretty large lead here. Actually, scratch that. Kevin almost getting a goal immediately. What am I saying? Almost for. He already got it, Croissant.
What a nair by Astro there.
Now going into the next round. Red team only one score away from evening it out. Blue team with an aggressive opening, trying to get that goal as early as possible. Flexi's looking for it again. He's hovering around. He's waiting for the right moment. And he avoids all of the attacks of 3 players as the Lord Brax throws out the DC and light on the blasters. What a goal, Croissant.
His maneuverability, and Stylican misses his weapon toss. But here we go, Astro and Kevin doing the double runner. Hichu is going to be well versed in dealing with them. It's just going to be Stylican and all members of the blue team, but Stylican with the good nair, the crucial nair, to keep red team alive in the set.
I'm loving the weapon throws threat. I'm loving the ball throws threats. When they're throwing it to bounce it off and then pick it back up again, that looks so badass, dude.
It's the quirkiness, it is the tech. It is months and years of just messing around in the Brawlball custom room, just together as people and just chatting and having good fun, and it's paying off.
It's definitely paying off. Flexi charging in.
It didn't pay off. As blue team wins that game. If it's this, is this a best of 3?
Yes, I do believe so. We're seeing GGs in the chats. We're seeing the players aren't readying up anymore. Well played to both teams. What a set to start us off with, Croissant.
What a treat for the stream as well. A way to enter and introduce us to our March Bracket EU Brawlball Monthly Tournament. I'm just reflecting, I'm thinking about that performance, and wow. The standard of Brawlball these days, what people can do, is really high.
I mean, it's definitely gone up since I was playing. It's definitely gone up since I was playing, for sure. You know, I don't think if you threw me in here and you know I just replaced someone randomly, I think just the swap of you know instead of having a 3v3, you're having a 2.5 versus 3, because I don't know how to play the game, the other team would completely destroy us.
There will be a little hole. Yeah, I can imagine that as well for me. Although I have been playing Brawlball with these guys just yesterday, and yeah, the standard is pretty high, I gotta say. I learned some new things yesterday playing with them. The new tech, yeah, just the movement and how you can get around things and what to look out for when you're defending.
So how would you explain in Brawl Ball the crossover of a skill coming from stock to Brawl Ball and going from Brawl Ball to stock?
Well, with my knowledge and what I know, I'm not very good at stock personally. I've played like 80. Here's a bit of background. I played like 80% of my time in basically Brawl Ball. So when going to stock, there are some things that you can be doing well in stock if you're coming from Brawl Ball. Like, you know exactly what true combos they are. But one downside of it is you're naturally inclined to play your moves which you spam in Brawl Ball. So you know that because the ball is going, for example, to the left, you know that you're gonna have to counter that person after you hit them to the left. But that's not always the case in stock, isn't it? You have to read people. You have to know where they're going, like dodge reads, movement reads, jump reads.
So how about the other way around? Are stock players, you know, maybe even pro players in stock, any good in Brawl Ball?
Oh yeah, so witnessing pro players coming to the scene of Brawl Ball in the past, like Viper, like Hermison, to name a few, they are really, really good. They are naturals at playing at mid. They can contest mid very, very well. That's because they rack up a lot of damage. They know what moves out prioritize the other. They can combat aerially pretty well as well. Yeah, but it's the opportunities, isn't it? So when you have a pro Brawl Ball team against like 3 very individually pretty well equipped stock players, yeah, you're pretty much in for a treat. You know that the battle at mid is going to be a lot of damage by the pro team, but also at the same time, when the pro Brawl Ball team comes along, they can just run away with the ball and leave the people who are attacking in mid flabbergasted. That is what I tend to see sometimes. And it's close. When we played Viper and Hermison, like he even beat Astru sometimes.
Enough talking about the pro stock players. We're about to jump in and watch some more pro Brawlhalla players as we are now jumping in to the Pirateers versus Bo Kalito.
Here we go. So, 2 different teams. This is your old clan.
It is indeed.
This is Eichelbart, Boogie Woogie, and Mighty Eagle.
Now I can tell you from experience, you do not want to be on the receiving end of Eichelbart when he is holding that ball. You are going to have a hard time defending against Eichelbart when he has that ball.
Very fun. Is very consistent in his ledge cancels. He always maximizes his movement and ball pickups. But look at that from Bonobo. Bonobo tries and scores, but unable to capitalize. But here we have an opening for Eichelbart. Klein manages to clear the ball.
I don't know again how much has changed since since I started playing Brawl Ball, but a nice quirk that I remember Eichelbart would do is taunt like in the air as he's scoring to maintain his height. Actually, I'm not even going to be able to finish my sentence before Klein scores another goal here, Croissant.
Yes, very good use of the guitars by Klein, I gotta say.
Now throwing the ball tall and high here, trying to get into the blue team as fast as possible, but Eichel with the ball in hand, they're rushing in, charging, DC coming out. That's going to be the first score from the blue team now, 2-1 in the red team's favor.
Yes, the end gust of the Hattori D-Sig manages to help and boost Eichel there. Talking about boosting, Bono boosts all members of the blue team back to their base. And we have a clear from Eichelbart. Now blue team have the high ground. What a dodge by Mighty Eagle, and he wins. It's
Ball
really hard to
spawning on-
defend when all members, or at least 2 or more members, are right in front of you. Especially when there's not a clear sight of a weapon throw.
100%.
The game
Now-
is even.
Well, it is indeed even, but blue team is on a little bit of a roll here, and it looks
are.
like they are determined to get to their 3rd goal in a row here as they're charging in to enemy territory. Ball is going to be reset though, and we're going back to mid. Eichelbart immediately charging.
Eichelbart. Here we go. Okay, ball's gonna be spawned at the other side. It might be a triple commit, but Bonobo gets it in time, but this might be a crucial goal here, and what
Jesus,
good
Bonobo.
combination.
The MVP of that round has to be Bonobo. Bonobo was in an absolute flow with his attacks on the Brinder, especially with the neutral signatures. Honestly, just all of the signatures that he was using. Phenomenal gameplay.
Talking, as we talked about pro players before, an example of that, I mean, Bonobo is not exactly a pro player, but
I can tell he's good. I can tell he's
is-
good. I'm gonna guess like
Yeah.
2200, 2300, possibly even like 2400.
You're right. You're right. I think he's 2200.
2400. It is difficult to, you know, determine someone's 1v1 skill through Brawlball, but you can tell by his options. You can tell by the way that he's approaching the players with his attacks. He has an accuracy with his attacks that are definitely that of a very very skilled stock player.
Indeed. I've never seen someone, personally, utilizing Bryn, Axe, D-Sig more than Bonobo.
And it's such
life.
an interesting option as well, because you might not know this. I am a Bryn main. I am a level 89 Bryn player, and I have many friends who's Bryn mains. I do not know anyone that uses D-Sig. It's always, honestly, also side sig. Like, you won't see that much side sig from Bryn players. If they're on the axe, they're gonna throw out the end sigs most of the time. So it's very interesting to see how they're using these options. And also, one of the reasons I said you can tell he's a good player is because of the way he's utilizing one of those more niche signatures. But actually, as I am talking about Bonobo's wonderful sig usage, Kirito will be scoring another goal, and that is going to be the first round, going to Kirito.
Indeed, and just as we saw that final goal, if you didn't see back there, all members of the blue team triple committed, and they were just about to score. They were a fraction away. They thought they were going to win, but then Krita just goes away. And sometimes it just slips out of your hand sometimes. But well played to red team and blue team. Boklito 1-0 up.
I just noticed Mighty Eagle is a legend 6.
That's a lot of 100 levels.
I am gonna have to screenshot that because I don't think I've seen that in my entire life. Have you ever seen someone with a higher legend level than this?
I actually haven't.
This, I'm not even joking right now. I am perplexed. This might be, I mean, I would assume in Brawlball, this is the player with the highest legend title.
Yeah. He's definitely been on the grind. I remember Mighty Eagle as I first entered the Brawlball scene back in 2016. He would just kick my ass. He used to be a runner back then. Main Hattori. Back when you had the chase dodgers as dodgers. To be honest, that wasn't that long ago. A lot has changed since then, though.
Absolutely. Going back into
D-Sig.
it. Beautiful D-Sig
be
yet
honest,
again
the
by
D-Sig
Brawlball.
is
And
actually
oh my
quite
god!
good.
Look at Brawlball! He's not letting Boogie Woogie play the game! I'm sorry, I can't even I can't even appreciate the Brawlball gameplay. That was my stock, that was speaking to my stock soul. Jesus Christ, what a play.
Your stock, so when you ought to be looking at where the ball is, you see Bonobo. Oh!
No.
And that's gonna be a goal.
Beautiful goal by Eichelbart. We're going to be going into the next round straight away. Of course, now spawning on the red side. Bonobo, AFK very shortly. Is there an issue? We're not sure. He's going to be picking up a weapon.
Don't think there's an issue. They might just be playing the mind games.
Oh yes,
Eichel
the mind
gets in
game
there.
of not touching your keyboard for the first 15 seconds of the game.
Indeed. Sometimes people like to do that. I have a sneaky suspicion.
What is your sneaky what is your sneaky that is a difficult word to... I hate the English language. What is your sneaky suspicion?
Like, my sneaky suspicion is that in that 15 seconds of Bonobo being AFK, he went aside and grabbed some Red Bull.
Potentially. I mean, Bryn does have ways.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Great ground pound coming out.
Okay.
Signatures all around, but it's not enough to score that goal. So close, yet so far away.
Well
Eichelbart
conducted by
picking
the
up a
red team.
weapon instead of the ball. Most likely an accident, going to be clearing very quickly.
Girl.
Great signatures coming out from Bonobo. Had
Lot is
no
happening
player
right now.
nearby to be able to score the goal, though. As red team now again are trying their hand at a second charge
Quite
at this goal
stylish
here.
from Klein there. Klein playing around with the ledge. Oh, just as I say that, this might be a goal. Eagle. Red team are super damaged right now. This could be heavily favored in blue team's favor. But they go for the reset, which is wise and tactical.
Going back into it. Klein
with
has the
interception.
ball in hand. Eichel with the interception indeed. And they are trying their hand now at scoring the goal here. But Klein will be able to pick up that ball in the midst of the chaos. And able to get it again. He's intercepting so well.
But just as Klein gets the ball, Eichel is almost always there. Oh, the missed weapon throw. Completely dodges the weapon throw.
Great game
allows
by
for a goal.
the blue team so far. The red team are always so close to score, but they're not fast enough. They're not able to
What
get
a
the
dodge.
kind of shock goals that the blue team is able to.
Eichel is really stepping up his game right now. Oh, this might be a goal. This is definitely a goal. Just the overcommit. They got a bit too ahead of themselves. When things are going sky high. Right, here we go. Bonobo.
Oh, my lord.
But he just
Eichelbart.
slips in there. He just manages
Eichelbart
to slip
slipping
there.
in there with the quick goal. Going into it again now. Able to knock Bonobo around a little bit before he tries to intercept this ball here.
Right. Ooh, Bonobo.
Great signatures coming out from Bonobo. Sidelight as well to keep them in active frames. Super good
Bonobo
save.
gets the ball back. Passes it to Eichel perfectly. Klein gets the ball. Right. Blue team might be considering a reset if they ever do resets. But yet again, both are pretty damaged.
All players are very, very damaged at this point. Stocks
Oh!
are flying, but he's not able to pick up that ball.
That was such a missed opportunity.
Very, very unfortunate.
That would have probably been a goal.
Jesus Christ,
Klein
Klein
really well.
fending off 3 players on his own like they're nothing.
Oh! But here comes Bonobo with the side tick, but Eichel always gets it back.
Now, Eichel might not have made a lot of progress in terms of getting the ball, you know, as close as to the goal as possible, but he was able to keep them busy. And that is enough.
He gets it back again,
secure.
just in time, which is crucial for the blue team to keep on surviving.
Eichel Bart going to be eliminated. Klein. Now charging in, Eichel Bart with an opportunity, and there it is. That's going to be 5 points, and I believe that should be 1-1 on the scoreboard.
What an answer by the blue team. What an answer by the Pirateers. They started off. They were like a completely different team in this game compared to the first game.
Now, as the expert here, you're gonna have to inform me what is the reasoning for these players in terms of trying to adapt to what the other team is doing? What is running through these players' minds as they just went from winning to now losing a game?
Well, I can have a stab at that, but of course I'm not going to read their minds, but I can sense that blue team want to get a lot of better out prioritizations at mid, and Eichel has been just stepping up his game. He just knows. I'm not personally, I haven't told you this, but I'm not a runner myself. So what goes through a runner's mind? I don't really know. But Eichelbart has been, I think Eichelbart has been really key in this second game in terms of what he has been able to produce. He just got in there. He was more bold. He was more courageous. He didn't mind getting hit. And he just kept pushing.
Yeah, you know, Reddit team, they have a lot of things going for them. They have they have the synergy, they have the chemistry, they have the defense, but they don't have that offensive ability that the blue team has of just sneaking past with excellent maneuvering and getting that sneaky goal in there. The blue team are getting away with a lot more stuff like that.
Okay, if we make a counter, like how many times Eichel picks up the ball compared to how many times Klein picks up the ball. My suspicion and my hypothesis is that Eichel is at the better place and he gets more opportunities out of how agile he is in getting that ball.
You know, as a runner, he is definitely way more determined in his mission. Reddit team's runners definitely trying to be a little bit more versatile, trying to take the opportunities as they come, trying to adapt to every situation. Whereas Eichelbart is just completely dedicated to the cause. He will run with the ball and he will not really do that much, not much else, but that does make him an excellent runner.
Exactly. That's what it takes to be a good runner, exactly.
Klein now with the ball in hand, trying to sneak past.
Here.
Full send with all of their players completely committed. Bonobo staying outside as they get that score in. Klein, beautiful score.
Manages to just get past Eichelbart when he respawned there. Right, Eichelbart picks it up again. Look at it. Look at how he goes. Look at how he goes.
Oh my god. Look at how he goes indeed.
See what I mean?
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Eichelbart is slippery. He is incredibly slippery. Oh.
Not bad, not bad. By Krito there.
Nice
Oh,
sidelight.
what a
Aquabart
dodge.
running in, and again, with such excellent maneuvering, able to get another score in.
Slippy.
And I'm not going to lie. If I was a player in the red team, this is the point where I would start getting a little bit frustrated.
Bonobo. That was funny to see Bonobo. Oh, and the side sig.
Beautiful score
Yeah,
coming out.
I got to say, I got encapsulated about what Bonobo was doing back there. I was not having my mind on the Brawlball. Instead on the stock.
Honestly, as someone
go.
that doesn't understand Brawlball as much, I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff because I'm kind of trying to look at everyone at the same time. And like that's not really working out that well when there's 6 players.
Ooh. The misinput there by Krito. He could have easily picked up the ball, but he went for the attack.
Aquabart trying to throw out the Nair and the D-Light. Great end light coming out from Mighty Eagle, keeping Klein stuck back there as well.
Blue
The
team
only player
managing to isolate the red team pretty well.
Oh,
But
great
Eichel is
sidelight
still
into the air by
surviving.
Bonobo. And Bonobo's attacks on the axe are so instrumental for fending off the blue team. Amazing defensive efforts coming out from Bonobo. If it weren't for some of his excellent attacks, that would definitely have been a score for the blue team.
Everyone's very damaged at the moment.
I think you have Bonobo to thank for that.
This is the first... No, sorry, this is not the first, but we've seen this already. When people are very damaged, the runners would go for the reset, as just as we say that. Blue team with the stock knockout advantage. But red team managed to neutralize that. Okay, Bonobo with the reset.
Aquabart with the ball in
That
hand,
might
it's
have been
going
a
to
bad
be...
reset. But they survive, not getting a goal by the skin of their teeth, but the down pass and the dodge.
Oof, yeah, no, that's rough. That's rough, Kirito. 1v3 in enemy's territory. You're lucky to be able to even stand there for a moment.
Yeah. Right.
Now, there's only one kind of runner I would expect to somehow be able to squeeze out a goal in that situation, and that runner has the ball in his hands right now.
This is something we haven't said. Boogie Woogie has been hitting quite well, but look at that, Krito. And now it's even, all to play for. Both teams 2 goals away, whichever first, to go moving on to the next round.
Yeah, you do say that. It is difficult to pay attention to everything that is happening in the game, especially with the defensive players. You obviously tend to look at the runners a little bit more, or maybe that's just because that's my stock brain. I just want to see who's scoring the goals, who's scoring the goals, and when that will happen. But the Mighty Eagle, with a bit of improvisation, able to get that score in there, and the blue team is now 1 goal away from securing themselves
1 goal
one
away.
round further and getting top 3 in this tournament. As they have the ball in hand, they're rushing forward, they're charging, but red team with a beautiful defensive effort are going to be able to get it back. Still, it is leaning in blue team's favor, but red team is making slight incremental progress. But all it took was 1 moment for Aquabart to pick up that ball, and now the ball is in their territory again. Good reset by Bonobo.
I wouldn't really call it a good reset, but yes.
My bad.
No, don't worry. Oh, but just as we say that, this might be a goal. This is very close.
4 against 4. Next goal to be scored is going to be determining which players are reaching top 3 and which aren't.
Ooh. It's all to play for. Imagine it all comes down to this goal. Whoever gets it first.
It's tense.
Oh.
They're trying to fend them off. They will do so successfully. Great ball throw as well.
Has a good hold on getting. But Eichel has the ball,
Bart.
and whenever Eichel has the ball, you know it's trouble. Well done by Bonobo to keep people fended off on the Bryn and red team. But Klein with
Good
just a
attacks by
little
Kirito,
positional
keeping the
advantage.
players busy. Kirito using all of his options in his toolkit to
Klein
make
needs to
the players stay
wait
back
and
there.
not lose the ball. Ooh.
It's going to be a ball respawn. Klein was
gets
first
the ball.
at it, and he's going for another charge.
Another
Uncle
time
Bart
with the
guitars.
slide charge side sig, and
That's
that's gonna
it!
do it.
Beautiful effort by the red team. They have the synergy. They have the They have the defense. They have the offense, and it is going
Well
to be
done.
enough to
Gotta
get
say.
them into top 3.
Just when Klein needed the support, as he was always itching, waiting for his support to come along while they were getting caught up at mid. Krito comes in with the slide charge Vrax, and what do you know it? The Vrax side sig. Twice in a row. And that's all you need, even in pro matches.
Now, I was hyping up the blue team a lot, especially Bart, but you cannot deny the power of having the kind of balanced team that Red have with Bonobo as a backbone in the foundations, able to just wreak havoc whenever they need to.
Yeah, his
Very,
nickname,
very well played.
We might as well call Bonobo Backbow.
For sure.
Right, well done.
Now, I wasn't personally keeping my eye that much on Kirito, but we did see many encounters where Kirito, you know, maybe when Bonobo was knocked out or Klein was knocked out, Kirito would pick up the torch and he would get in there and play as a runner, play as a support. Very, very versatile player, and definitely got them out of a couple of very difficult situations as well. I think Uzi in chat said it the best. They had very, very beautiful chemistry. Usually or not usually, but in this game for the Pirateers, whenever things went wrong, they went really, really wrong. When Red team, when they were able to get a score, it was because Bart was able to sneak past them, which all credit to him. All of his scores were amazing. But Red team, I feel like they kept up a good fight 24/7. They never allowed a sweep to happen, really.
Yeah, there were a few stumbles here and there, but they always persevered, and it wasn't that humiliating. And guess what? They won.
Very, very impressive game. I'm definitely going to be remembering that for a long time, but we are going to be jumping into our next game immediately. There's no waiting around here.
The losers final. Top 3. The team that were knocked out by Bob's Builders in a very, very close, tight match. The Owl-Style team against old Owl-Style members Klein and Kirito, and the PRS Bonobo.
Now,
Right off the bat, we can see Klein being really damaged right there.
Astro trying to charge in with the ball. They're going to get that throw off to the other side, getting a quick
Not
reset,
enough to
and
get
it's going to be Klein coming out on top. And again, Kirito here playing as a support. Great nairs, great D-light. That's gonna get you stuck far away from your teammate, but it doesn't matter. He immediately fast falls back down and goes for the side sig. And again, this is really where the difference between a pro player and a Brawlball player comes out. Because a stock player would have gone for D-light there, who only does spear D-light, but his eyes were on the ball. He immediately fast fell. He immediately went for that side sig, and Kevin with the quick score to even the game out. I'm not even able to finish a sentence before the blue team manages to get another score. That's how fast these rounds are right now, Croissant.
Indeed. We are noticing a lot of power plays right now. Oh, I'm very, very excited for this match. The amount of times, honestly, these guys have played each other in tournaments and much more in custom games is... we just get used to each other. And it's so fun playing Brawlball.
I bet. I bet.
But there's that...
Oh, so close.
There's just that
Actually,
extra element.
no! Ah! Oh,
That's true! That's true!
My
What
heart,
was that?
my heart. I was not able to construct human speech. Oh my god,
Oh,
not again. This is
brilliant
heartbreaking.
save.
This is heartbreaking. How do Brawlball players avoid cardiac arrest?
This is gut-wrenching.
Jesus Christ. Klein trying to go for it again, but Stylican with a beautiful Sarah able to get that ball away from him. Now, as we have
here we go.
potentially... See, this is the thing. In the stock, usually you have time to breathe. You have thinking time. You can just play parry for you know, like 10 seconds, catch your breath before the next big play comes out. In Brawlball, if you let your guard down for 2 seconds, you have already lost 4 rounds. You're about to go into eliminations bracket. You're about to get knocked out.
It's always go, 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 isn't it?
It's always go, go, go. And that's why this game mode is so addicted, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's that rush of adrenaline every time you score a goal. Every time you do an insane pickup. Every time you want to get... you hit the other team and trap them pretty well as a supporter. Ball's going to respawn at mid.
Respawning in
Kevin
mid
Astrid
indeed.
fairly damaged. Astrid gets knocked out. He could have gone for the reset, but somehow he doesn't want to, and that's going to respawn the ball at mid.
Oh, Klein now with the ball in hand. Stylican able to get it off from them though. Great defensive efforts from Stylican.
Oh, Stylican.
Kevin now with the ball in head. Stylican on a roll, but Kirito able to cover for their teammates, knocking the blue players away. How do you feel about the Kirito swap over to Bryn and Bonobo swapping over to Lord Brax? Actually, scratch that. There's nothing. See, this is what I mean. Like, there's so many things. There's so many things I want to talk about. I want to talk about the swap. I want to talk about the matchup. I want to talk about the history of the bracket. But this is Brawlball. There's no time for anything other than watching the game and talking about the game.
Yes. It's very fast-paced compared to stock, and we want to record. You want to make sure you're in there with all the action all the time, which is what all of these players are doing. And just as we say that, this might be a goal, but it gets cleared just in time. Red team look like they're heavily onto charge, but Kevin gets the ball. Contest at mid. This is pretty even. Astrid with the ball pickup, interception. Long rounds here. This might be hard for Kevin to defend, but he does.
Oh my lord.
there.
But Klein, maybe he's still able to get it. No! Great throw by Stylican. It was instrumental there that he didn't have a weapon in his hands. If he did, that wouldn't have been possible.
Kevin!
Kevin! Okay, yeah, he keeps at it! Kevin! Oh,
Dude!
Jesus
Sometimes-
Christ, what happens when you take the ball away from the runner and you put blasters in his hands instead? Kevin, what is happening?
Sometimes you can just see it. You can see it in the player's avatar's eyes. That they're patient. They're gonna pop off. And that's what we just seen Kevin do.
Jesus Christ. Brawl Ball, it's all about that sequence of decisions that you make. The sequence of decisions you make in a split second moment. And Kevin was able to make all of the right decisions in a split second consecutively.
Ooh!
And it looks like we could have another score coming out. So we're having a great defensive effort by Brawlball though, able to get that double KO. It's not going to result in another goal. But don't beat yourself up too much. You just saved your team from getting gold. But Kevin is going to be able to slip past again. And that's going to be 5 scores against 1. What a showing from this blue team.
What an answer. It's like getting knocked out in a boxing match in the previous round. And then getting up on your feet again. And then complete reversal. Knocking down the other player. Dead cold.
An insane round, and I feel like that really sets the tone for our set here.
Oh, we got
Red
the
team, Red team, as we mentioned previously, you know, they have super good chemistry. They have good defense, good offense, but blue team seem to be kind of going on this switch on, switch off basis where they will just pop off.
Not gonna lie, everyone is popping off at this moment. It just keeps getting better and better.
That is what happens.
And now,
that's the beauty of tournaments. That's the beauty of tournaments. As you go further, you're gonna have the better and better teams facing off against each other. And Kevin, great opportunity. That's another goal. Actually, that's the first goal, not another goal, but
another goal to the mayhem of chaos that we're witnessing. All that we've witnessed tonight. I gotta say, the games have been so close, and when they're close games, we see a lot of goals, don't you? Like 5-4, 5-3. Oh! But looks like blue team are slowly slipping away. Not even a minute in 40 seconds, 2 goals. Klein needs to adjust to his Kaya pick, Pearl pick, pretty quickly. And just as you say that, that's going to be a goal.
Great goal coming out. Going into the next round here.
Have answered back. I am keen, Polly, to see the Kaya plays.
I am also very keen to see the Kaya plays. We have seen Kaya before, making great usage of the signatures. Of course, that D-Sig covers a lot of space, but also what's on my mind are also the bow signatures. The bow signatures with the slide where you can release them whenever you want to. You're gonna be able to potentially fake out a lot of jumps of people that are trying to goal.
Oh, the slip up from Kevin. Not often we see that, but he manages to save himself. But this might be a goal again. Just as red team gain the positional advantage, it's really hard to defend without weapon. Krito gets away. They've switched up. This is a bit of adaptation. Actually, we haven't mentioned this yet, but oh, Astro scores that, but Klein is now the support and Krito is now the runner.
Changing tactics here mid-game to try.
This is going to be a goal.
And overtake them. There it is. Kirito finding a lot of success here as the runner.
2.5 minutes and we have seen 6 goals.
That's a lot. That's a lot, Grubson.
I know. Oh, style with the taunt? What was that? The mind games. That's what it is. Rito waiting patiently down there right now. Oh, players were confused as to where the ball was going to spawn.
Stylican with the ball in hand, improvising as the runner here. Astro trying to get in on the action. Going to be running back for the weapon pickup. Throwing red team off a little bit. But Klein is going to be able to get that weapon back. Kirito trying to be
dangerous
receiver of the weapon.
This might be dangerous.
Klein going in, trying to do the 1v3, but now with Bonobo stuck here behind Stylican with a great Sarah as well.
This is going to be dangerous. I'm sensing a very powerful Bonobo.
Oh, nice. Both of these players, I'm noticing, both of these players have super strong support, but also defense. Stylican on the other team, Bonobo on the Reddit team. We are seeing, I'm surprised that these are fast, you know, this game is quite fast, considering how many times they go for a charge and it just doesn't work out because their defense is phenomenal.
Red team are 1 goal away. 1 more touchdown away from getting it. Getting into the grand finals. Red team have responded so well today, as we have seen. The switch from Krito and Klein, it really has done it really well. And Bonobo on the Vrax now.
Oh, the ground pound! Massive commitment by Astru, but equally unexpected. And that's gonna be enough to get them the goal. What a play from Astru. That ground pound was massive. Lannis ground pound to get to stop the goal.
Yes, our style are not to be counted off that easily.
Oh my god, this could be it. They try and go for it. Kirito with a beautiful throw to try and de-escalate the situation, and even getting in there, trying to get this goal, but Klein is knocked away. His support is gone. The goal, the ball is reset. He's gonna be out, and blue team has another opportunity now. Resetting the ball.
Red team goes for the reset.
Immediately going for a charge. These players are eager. They can't wait. They want to get in there. They know.
As Kevin
all
tries
it takes
to get the ball well.
All it takes is a couple
of
good decisions in the right time.
Yes.
Kirito with the ball in hand. Getting close. Stylican is going to be super far out. It's very close indeed. All of the players were stunned there. Kevin is out of the equation, and Kirito will be able to get the goal with Klein supporting him. Has his back, and that is going to be it.
GG.
For that game.
Our style. 3rd place of the tournament. Astru, Stylican, and Kevin.
I am astounded by the level of gameplay here. It is surprising. It's kind of like an unstoppable force against an immovable object, you know. Both of these teams, all of the components in their teams, all of their players, all working so well, creating this synergy, this chemistry. This is art, Croissant.
Oh, wait. This is art. It is beauty. Wait. This is the best of 3? We're getting more of this. It is a best of 3. Losers finals. Oh, is it?
I'm not sure, but we are going to be jumping into another one.
I guess we are.
It's 1-1. I've got word. It's 1-1. You just got it wrong. Which I do not blame you. It's hard to keep track.
Wait, I thought I've already seen 3 games.
It's 1-1. We're getting more gameplay. I'm not complaining.
Great.
I love getting more Brawlball gameplay. As long as you keep giving me Brawlball gameplay, I'll be here to consume it.
Me too. I'm always here to stay. Here we go.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Krito, Klein, and Bonobo sticking to the same characters. Similarly on the blue team. Ooh. Ooh.
Kirito with the ball in hand. Great dare coming out from Kevin. Kirito is going to be able to charge in though. Great opportunity. If only he was able to pick up that ball a split second earlier, he might have been able to score that goal. Oh, that's the thing in Brawlball. You're always fighting clocks. You're fighting the time that it takes the player to get back to you and attack you. You're fighting the time required to score a goal. You're fighting the time for your support to get there in time. So much stress. Everything needs to be as efficient and fast as possible. Bonobo now with the ball. I believe that might be the first time I've seen Bonobo with the ball in hand.
Oh. Don't be surprised. Bonobo can do a fair share of running by himself as well. But here we go. Blue team get the ball. They're not so interested as into the reset, but Kevin gets the ball there. Ooh.
Beautiful defensive play by Bonobo there. Extremely close from the blue team. And this is another opportunity. They go for the charge. They're not able to score it just quite. Astru with the weapon pickup, but it's not in time. He just couldn't outrun the ball.
Ball's gonna respawn at mid. Okay.
Astru with the charge.
Gets hit by
1v3 into the goal. His support is there, but it goes down very early.
It's just Kevin against Creator, but Astru's back in time. Bonobo misses his side sig. Contested mid, going very chaotic right now. Styligan gets caught up. They just about lose it. Just about survive. Blue team. And Creator comes in at the right opportunity as he knew Styligan was going to go.
So close, yet so far away. Kevin now with the ball in hand, trying to go for the charge. Beautiful efforts. Again, Bonobo.
Styligan. Okay, here we go, Kevin. Bonobo tries and defend Kevin. Astru. But the crucial dab from Bonobo right there.
Okay.
Blue team
doable.
Committing.
Close. And there it is.
That was a well worth triple commit.
Very, very well worth. They saw, I don't know what it was when they decided to triple commit. I think it was a 3v2. All they needed was that one attack onto one of them. It's a 3v1. Before you know it, you're going to be able to score that goal.
Yeah, it was the right decision to triple commit right there.
For sure.
Yeah. As you
Even
said,
I recognize that.
Yeah.
Now, I may not know much about Brawlball, but I know good Brawlball gameplay when I see it.
Did you see Starlikan's weapon throw there?
I did not see it.
That could have been quite dangerous, but he managed to do it. D-Sig? Another D-Sig from Starlikan?
Bonobo able to get that KO, getting Kevin out of the equation. D-Sig as well to drag him across. Astru is able to pick the ball back up, though. Bonobo acting as a wall and not allowing the players to get past. Astru managed to sneak past him. 3v1 in the goal. You're gonna have a hard time contesting that, man. Kirito now with the ball in hand.
Astru just by himself. Good.
Oh, it could have been massive, but Astru with great defensive efforts are going to be able to fend them off. This
he knew exactly what to play. The D-Sig. Tactical. Starlikan responds just in time.
Oh my god, Bonobo.
Reverse nair.
I'm sorry, I was only able to watch Bonobo literally practically... I don't even know.
Of course, Kevin with the crucial traps. Bonobo.
Massive stare by Stylikan.
Great.
Massive stare from Stylikan to knock Bonobo away there. Allowing...
They won all their 1v1s.
Indeed. Red team now trying to bounce back. Are they going for an early charge here?
Oh! That could have been
just not lining up for them though.
Kevin with the micro spacing, as well as Astru, and that's a well-deserved goal. Double running. That's very impressive, especially when you know all the hitboxes are going to be pushed against you. Just being at the right place, right space, right time. Reading the opponent's movement. And blue team are looking pretty strong here, if not for Klein trying to clear that ball out. Astru picks it up. Oh, Rito gets it.
Astru playing from behind here. Going for that haymaker, hoping it's going to be hitting someone. Kirito picking the ball back up. Astru getting it back.
This could be dangerous.
Going for a charge.
Stylican loses his weapon. This could be dangerous. I can sense the panic in Style. But they just about fended off. Fend red team off just for a while. The triple runner strat. Interesting. Oh, and that's going to be a goal.
Yeah, no, there's no coming back from a situation like that, unfortunately. Not against a good runner that won't make mistakes.
Yeah, Stylican overcommitted just a little bit there, especially when he knew he didn't have a weapon.
Oh my god. Both Bonobo and Klein doing such good jobs at keeping Astru and Kevin busy.
Style loses his weapon again, and another goal is going to slip away from the red team.
Klein and Bonobo are doing such a good job at keeping all of the blue players occupied, not allowing them to get to the goal and defend it against Kirito's charges here. Nice DC coming out from Bonobo. Kirito trying to go for a charge here. Waiting for the right moment to strike. Klein, all he needs is one good signature. But Astru is going to be able to get that ball back.
Oh.
Kevin is throwing it to him as well. Kirito going for another charge, but it's not going to work. Good opportunity now.
The pass. The passes. I'm just captivated by this play. The game has slowed down a bit. I think this is the slowest you can get in Brawlball. If there was any pace to define a game, this is slow.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Bonobo and Klein. Okay, that is going to be another goal. But Bonobo and Klein's strategy here is just to keep the enemies occupied for as long as possible and hope that Kirito is able to deal with the 1v1 maneuvering mission that is scoring the goal. This could be it.
That's
there
it.
It is.
Well played. And just as we see and we saw in last match, it's 4-4. All to play for. 5-1 to the blue team first match. 5-4. And now it's 4-4 again. Who will advance to grand finals?
This is the moment that will decide it all. Bonobo trying to fend the players off. Astru here with an opportunity to charge. Just moments away from getting into grand finals, but Bonobo with the signatures able to fend them off. And now it's Kirito making the charge. Astru with just one Endlight was able to prolong the dream of getting into grand finals, but Kevin is back at it again. They're going for another charge. Astru picks up where Kevin left off, and yet again picking the ball back up.
Stylican needs a revival now. Stylican needs a massive revival. He needs... Oh, just as I say that, he saves the match. Prolongs it just by another couple minutes. But
okay!
That's it!
That is going to be it! We have our grand finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, red team, Kirito, Klein and Bonobo advance to the grand finals. What a match. The action. Wow. I'm at loss for words.
Me too. That game had so much drama, so much back and forth.
Look at Bonobo's KOs.
Jesus, man.
18
Jesus.
KOs. That's crazy. I gotta say, I sensed some panic in the blue team towards the end there. It was like they were not as strong as they were starting off the game. But yes, well played to the hype party in PRS. Klein, Krito, Bonobo. PogChamp. Here we have it, the grand finals, guys. I'm guessing best of 3 as well, and Krito, Klein, and Bonobo coming in from loser's side needs to get a bracket reset in order to have a stab, a little chance at getting the first prize, which is what I'm pretty sure everyone came for, the prize of glory, the $60 prize pool for the first place. $100 total prize pool. 60 goes to the first team.
60 bucks. Is that per player or to split among the team?
To split among the team, so each player gets 20.
20 bucks is pretty good,
Yeah.
Croissant.
For
A lot of
It's
players, a lot of players are conditioned by prize pools in other game modes or other games. But 20 bucks, I mean, you're gonna be able to buy yourself a pretty fancy dinner with potentially a beer afterwards from playing a video game on a Saturday, which, let's be honest, you probably would be either way.
Yeah, I echo that.
No, that's what I call a good deal. I know a good deal when I see one.
Yep. Oh. Grand finals. People are charging up. So who's left to pick? Oh, we have the glow box from Klein, which is something we haven't seen yet. The Cassidy. I know that Klein is pretty sneaky with going off back up the stage, coming back with that brilliant desig, and utilizing that well with his slide charges and stuff. So let's see how Blue Team counter that. It's nothing that they haven't not already faced, but we haven't seen it in today's tournament yet, and Glowbox is going to be an interesting pick. We're still waiting on Bonobo. People in chat are saying I'm going to ban Vrax.
No. So what is happening right now to the people that can't read the chat, as it's not open on the stream? The players are making rules among themselves for fun. Both teams are banning a legend. This is not in the rulebook. This is something that they're doing on their own accord. They're both banning Lord Rax, and Hitchu is banning Klein.
Yeah, this is top tier banter. If you ever have banter or chat where people dig into each other's skins in the Brawlball community, this is what you're gonna get between these guys.
Banter is a good fun. It's part of the game.
Yeah. I ban you, you ban him. I kick you, you kick him. This guy sucks, you suck. This is what people always talk about.
Probably the best part about gaming.
Right, Bonobo is still making up his mind.
All players trying to accomplish their trying to accomplish their diplomatic missions of influencing the legends that the opposing team will pick.
Switching up to French.
Yeah, Klein and Bonobo now speaking French to assert dominance, as no one else here is able to understand it. I understand this. I do it personally a lot, especially on Twitter. If I see somebody Swedish, I will tweet at them in Swedish. I mean, let's be honest. If you're having a heated debate, if you're having a very heated debate, and then all of a sudden the two Germans in the group start speaking German to each other, I would get nervous.
Yeah.
No matter which language. It doesn't have to be German. It could be any language. If I don't understand it, I am now nervous. You already have the psychological advantage in terms of banter.
The intonations are pretty harsh, isn't it? Anyway, that was short-lived. Talking about banning Vrax, we are actually having 2 Vraxes in this game. And we're into grand finals. They said, enough fun, we're gonna go.
Enough fun, This is a serious time as we are going into the grand finals. It is going to be a best out of 3, with this being our beginning game.
Grand finals, here we go. Bring it on.
Now
Chaos
already,
at mid begins to unravel.
indeed, Flexi is going to be able to get that first charge though. Great defensive efforts from the red team. Kirito now picking the ball up. Klein there for support, gets the end light, gets Flexi busy for a moment, and there it is! Managed to get behind all of them and throw out that taunt now. A very, very wise player, I don't know if he's still in the chat, a very wise player once told me it's not a goal if you're not taunting.
Oh
my god. Just
misses.
barely avoiding that side light. That is painful to miss.
That is indeed painful. If he'd done any other move, he would have got him in terms of light attacks.
Super, super fast rounds here as we're already going for another charge. Now
This
blue
is gonna
team
be a goal.
picking it back up, and there it is. We are 1 minute into the game and we have 3 goals on the scoreboard.
Whoa.
Immediately starting with their charges here,
vulnerable.
and it's going to be red team again. 1 minute and 20 seconds. We have 4 goals. What is happening, Croissant?
Trapping. Bonobo trapping with that end light on the blasters. All 3 players together, giving his team enough time to score. But here we go. Creature's on top. Bob
Great
gets the
signatures by
ball just in
Bonobo,
time.
keeping them all busy. The support is insanely good, but
Pictures
not good
deciding
enough to
when to
get
come
that
in.
goal. That is very unfortunate. So close, yet so far away. Kirito going for an opportunity at charging here. Hichu able to fend them off.
Ooh,
Great
it's just
ending.
Kirito.
Bonobo
It's
is
just
busy.
Manages to save it. I haven't seen many
Kirito now.
D6 yet, but
Oh my god.
goodness me.
Oh my god.
The blind spots. Slippy.
He's doing such a good job against blasters. If someone is defending with blasters, Kirito is so good against it.
Oh, Krita almost dodged that Vrak side sig. Oh! Waits for Klein to come back, but Bob with the side sig just in time. I can just hear so many Vraks sigs right now and moves.
There are so many sounds of attacks coming out that they just kind of blend it together, and my brain just filters out all of them. Flexi very close to getting a goal, but Kirito able to pick back the ball up. Double KO coming out as well. Waiting for that
down
signature
sig?
to come up from Bonobo.
Down sig? There we go,
Oh,
that's
so
what I'm
close!
talking about.
Oh
That's
no,
what I'm
but
talking about.
Flexi able to pick up the ball again.
Oh, close, indeed.
That must have... Somebody please clip that and take a screenshot of how close that was to being completed. That must have been milliseconds we're talking about. Double digit
Yeah.
or single digit milliseconds.
Couple frames. Ooh,
Honestly,
Klein.
I'd say... Well, I would go as far as to say, like, 2 or 1 frame. That was so close. I've never seen a goal that close.
We can just...
No, I haven't seen much Brawlball gameplay though, so that doesn't say
Ooh.
much now, does it?
Oh, the wrong pass. Are they gonna reset? I think they're gonna reset.
They are resetting indeed. Bob immediately going for the charge. Not able to get it in time though.
Right, back into the action. Here we go. But Bob is very low, so he does the underpass.
Underpass or a disguised clear? Towards the end of the underpass, it looked like he wasn't going for it anymore.
Yeah, it was a tactical reset underpass combo. He could have given himself the choice to do the underpass, but he was mainly
see.
doing it for the tactical reset because he was low in health.
I understand. Now, oh, super close to be able to get a goal there. Great weapon throw from Hichu. Jesus, all of these plays are so clean.
The plays in my book there. Right. Here we go. Krito dodges well. Oh, but Klein. Oh! Oh!
So close!
Well
Oh,
done.
closer than close. That's going to be a goal coming out. And we are 1 goal away from having our first game done in the grand finals. It is leading in favor of the Reddit team. They just need 1 more goal. Can they score it? Kirito has the ball in hand. He's already going for the charge. It's up to Flexi and Hichu to try and defend it as Bob is busy trying to find Klein. But there it is. That is going to be goal. And with that, we are having a match point. Reddit team is now only 1 game away from claiming the victory and buying themselves something nice.
Indeed. And apparently Hichu's excuse is bad music.
Oh, actually, apologies. Reddit team is not 1 game away from winning the tournament. There's also bracket reset.
Indeed.
Now,
Yes.
I'm going to be 100% honest. with people's teams not being the same as their clan, you know, usually in tournaments, you can just look at the game and then look at the bracket and you can connect the dots and who's who. But to know which players are part of which team is guesswork from my end. Because I don't know enough about Brawlball. I don't know what team.
Polly, you're doing absolutely amazing. Thanks for commentating.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Today.
I'm having a blast, man. I'm not going to lie. This is getting a little bit sidetracked just before we go into this game. This is really making me want to start playing Brawlball again. I will most definitely start playing Brawlball again. But enough talking about me. It's time we start talking about these players because we are going into 1-0 situation.
Oh! Klein
10-second goal.
didn't get
Jesus.
to pick up the ball. Completely penetrated.
Flexi at it again. Super close here. Bonobo able to knock the players away, keep them occupied. Flexi going for another charge. They're so determined. They keep going for every opportunity. There's no waiting involved. They just keep rushing in, charging, and they're doing so successfully. Super close, and there it is. That's 2-0 on 40 seconds.
2-0 for Bob's Builders. Power rank 1 against power rank 2. Oh, Bonobo slips up with his...
Okay.
Okay,
Flexi. Flexi.
Slippy.
Someone must have made like a list of what the best runners are, right?
Yes.
Now, would I be wrong in assuming that Flexi and Icobart are in top 3?
Icobart, Astru, Flexi, yeah, they're probably, they've definitely got top 3 before. I'm not sure what the current list is, but yes, they've been at least number 1 on the list for in many people's views, because the way it is, it's people's voting on them.
Oh, that's a cool system. That's way better than people making tier lists and then, you know, massive Twitter thread of people disagreeing. Okay.
That's a 5-0.
Oh,
That's a 5-0.
That's a 5-0 into the 1-1.
Krito only did 77 damage. This is utter abomination of a humiliation that we didn't even get chance to commentate on properly.
Jesus Christ. They're too fast for human speech. We simply cannot keep up. We must swap to a language that is more efficient in explaining what these players are doing to be able to keep up. What these players are doing is outside the abilities of the English language.
Yeah. I think we should speak in numbers now. In terms of context.
Well, we just say the score 1-0, 2-0.
No, you should say like, for example, Bob.
Oh, whoopsie
Bob
daisy.
5.
We might have a little bit of a
Flexi 2.
situation here.
Ah, the mind games. This game's ruined. Flexi with the taunt. Just wants to get going.
Taunted before he picked up there. Classic mistake. We've all been there. A fatal error. Beautiful run by Flexi. So good it seems to
Red
paralyze.
team are gathering. The red team have just suffered. What?
They're trying to gather themselves. Okay, they're collecting
they're
power. This is when they start
collecting
playing.
power.
This is when they start playing.
No.
No, they're still paralyzed.
Yeah.
No, we're resetting. We're just messing around. We're gonna do a quick reset, as y'all are probably aware of. Maybe we're having some technical difficulties here.
We're gonna have, inverted commas, technical difficulties for us to regather our thoughts, stop the blue team's momentum on that utter humiliating 5-0. And now they're gonna have a stab at it. That is my suspicion. But ask all we like. Eichelbot in chat says, but I don't respect Flexi's runs at all.
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't know enough about the game. Although I will take that opinion into account.
It's just an opinion.
It is indeed an opinion.
Flexi is up here consistently for a reason, and he's been doing really well. And Eichelbot has always been having this against Flexi.
Oh,
it's
Eichelbot got the he got the one frame. Oh my lord! Yeah, that surely is one frame. Eichelbot. That is so close. Thank you very much for getting that to me. That's thank you. Now I'm able to relive that moment. Send them to the team that did that if you ever want to inflict some psychological warfare. But enough talk about the one frame goal, or sorry, the one frame misfortune, unfortunate on the goal. We are going straight into the gameplay here. 30 seconds without a goal. We have a moment to gather our thoughts. The players don't though. They're definitely stressed.
The triple commit, but Klein gets a fortunate positional reset, and now Klein goes for it. It's just Pichu and Flexi against Krito. Oh.
Flexi charging here with the ball. Bonobo able to get that Lance D-Knight. But they're going to be getting it either way. 1-0 here, first goal in 1 minute.
Indeed. Blue team are very strong as we see them. And this could be another goal, but Klein gets there just in time. Looking for the connection from the Rayman of Krito. Yes, we haven't really discussed this Rayman option from Krito. Not something we usually see him play. Let alone in the possibly the last game of a grand final. Someone needs to get the ball, but they didn't want to get the ball and respect it. Oh,
so close.
That was so close.
Bob now going for the charge. Good side sig by Kirito, able to keep them off from it. All the players here
Triple pass.
taking the opportunity to reset.
Oh wow, okay, he completely missed that.
Flexi going for the run with the taunt into the air, and he's able to secure it even after getting hit. It is going to be 2-0 now on the board for the team in winner's side.
Delightful.
3 goals away from securing this entire tournament and finishing at first.
Bonobo.
They are on a roll. Red team has 0 goals right now. They're getting more and more hungry for it, though.
7 blue goals in the grand finals consecutively. What can red team do to answer? Blue team are very, very persistent in the defense right now, and just as we say that, that could have been a goal, but they just saved it just in time. Bonnebo loses. You can see the Vrax side sig coming in, and here we go. This is their first great chance incoming. Can they capitalize? They do.
That is going to be their first goal here in this match point. 3.5 minutes into the game, and blue team are red team going to pick up their momentum, or is blue team going to grow stronger is the question.
Blue team haven't run so far away yet. It's still 1-1 in the losers side of this bracket before the grand final could be reset, and they're only just 1 goal away. The second power rank team, Krito, Klein and Bonnebo right now. Oh, Bonnebo with a missed weapon throw, but he manages to redeem himself with the side sig, and now red team could have a clear chance here. But Krito is unarmed, so they're going for the double runner strat. Good interception by Klein, but Bob gets it back.
Great recovery coming out from Kirito, knocking Hitchu away. Ball is going to be respawning on the center. This is a very long round here.
It has been. Red team, I'm sensing something good from the red team here. They can use a lot of their momentum right now, but Flexi's on the get-go. Blue team need to look to reset. One of them does get reset. Here comes Krito as support. What can Klein and Krito do together? Both brothers. But they get killed. Bonnebo is seeking the reset, but he doesn't manage to get the ball on time. Right. What can the brick wall do when he's very low? He goes for the reset. The underpass reset combo. Here we go. Let's see what he can do. Does he pass it to Bob?
It's going to be coming back. Ball respawning in the center. Flexi gets an opportunity, but Bonnebo knocks the ball out of his hands. He's on it again.
Ooh.
But Klein is able to get that ball back.
Flexi's charging. Bob is there to seek support.
So close, but so far away. Klein is able to pick it back up. Kirito is there to save the day.
A pass.
Are they going to get the goal though?
They
No,
triple
Flexi gets the
committed.
ball.
Double weapon toss. Okay, they've saved it just in time with the weapon
Oh
toss.
my God, my heart, I cannot take this.
That was so close.
This round is so long. How can the players maintain this much focus for this long? Oh, Hitchu going again.
They've been going at it all night. Here we go.
Not able to secure a goal. Hitchu trying to fend off Klein here as he's trying to score. He gets close, but the D-Sig is gonna knock him away. Bonnebo able to keep the blue team occupied as well. Klein goes for the nair, it won't connect though. So close, but it's not gonna connect. No goal for them.
Flexi's on the run. This is looking very dangerous. A side sig is there though to save the day, and now that the blue team triple committed, let's see what Klein can pull. But he gets knocked by some weapons, and now it's just Krito against... Oh, such a good side sig on the Vrax. Again, to save the day. Okay. The pass to Klein from Krito. Krito tries to pick it up again, but Flexi is there to grab it instead. Flexi gets in, and Bob with the gravity cancel, but Krito is just there to defend well.
If every round is this long, this is gonna lead to a timeout.
No, There's still 7 minutes to go.
This round is easily multiple minutes. Klein is going to be closing the round though, evening the game out to 2-2.
Wow. The amount of effort to bounce back from a 5-0 to score two goals in a row when you're down 2-0 at the start of the possibly the last match of the grand final, just goes to show you how much resilience this red team have, despite the utter humiliation. They have regained their mental.
Flexi trying to go under the main pillar. He's gonna get hit by that gauntlet recovery. Klein with an opportunity to score, but he's not able to get it. Bonobo fending off the blue team just long enough to allow his teammates to come back and support them. Great side sig.
I'm sensing a goal here.
Me too. Flexi will not stop,
He's
dude.
not.
He will continue going in there.
Okay, we have a fresh Bob, a fresh Hichu.
No score indeed, though.
The support strat.
Flexi
How is
has
Flexi
an
managed
opportunity to
dodge all
score.
of that? Wow.
3-2 now on the board. Blue team are 2 points away now from winning completely.
I'm just baffled at how Flexi got around that.
I don't know, dude. Mans does magic whenever he's in that goal. Magic that I'm not able to understand or explain. And oh my
Flexi's
god,
on the
he's about to do it
charger.
again. He goes for the taunt. If he got the ball to pick up, he would have been able to get that goal and finalize it, but he's gonna get hit away. Now going for a second attempt. Flexi with the ball in hand, he tries to go for it. Klein is gonna get it though. That's gonna be a reset. All other players taking their opportunity to reset as well.
Frito is dead. Flexi goes for the underpass. Bob's might get it, but no. Klein's gonna get it. Double runner, here we go. Hichu gets the axe.
Klein, they're able to
Oh.
get it. We're 3-3 now. So even. Continuously
Flexi goes
going
for
back
the
and
gravity
forth.
Cancel. Did you see that? Flexi went for the gravity cancel down sig, unarmed. That cost him a bit. Oh, we're even. Ooh.
Klein now going back, trying to stick to the air there. He's gonna get the ball knocked out of his hands though. Able to knock it out of Flexi's to return the favor. Tries to pick up the ball here. It's going to be Bonobo actually. Going for the reset.
Passes to Klein.
Actually, no. That's a pass. Okay, that is going to be the reset. I thought for a moment Kirito he was passing it to Kirito. I was like, what is this 950 IQ 4D chess? But no. Okay, Klein rushing.
Ooh. The micro spacing.
Okay, so close, but he's not going to be able to get
Very
it.
close.
It's up to Bonobo now to fend off Hichu.
The side
And-
sigs. Oh, what's up with Hichu?
That's so unlucky. It would appear he's back now, but that could have been a goal, and that must be
I think
that
he was
must be
lagging
heartbreaking.
There. Yeah, 'cause
That
he
is
just ran
absolutely
off.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I feel so much sympathy to the blue team, but it is not over for them. They have been on a
this
roll.
might be it.
This could indeed be it. Flexi is close. He's trying to get it. Picking up the ball again and again and again and again. He will
Side
not
sig.
back down. He's going in. The taunt, but it's not in the goal.
Oh.
It doesn't even matter. He's going in a second time. 4-3 on the board. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. All the blue team has to do now is either keep this even or score
Talk
just
about
one more
frames.
goal.
The one frame equivalent of that is he was one frame outside the goal when he taunted.
Jesus. And still able to recover it. I feel like that's the most impressive part. The fact that he still recovered that.
What answer can the red team have?
Speaks magnitudes of how great his support is as well.
Exactly.
Red able to knock them away there. Klein now going for the goal, able to dodge Flexy's recovery, going in again.
Let's see what Krito can do. He misses that GC side sig. Oh, but Klein! Okay, manages to knock him out a bit in style. Flexy is the least damage out of everyone. But Klein gets reset, which allows Flexy to come in.
Klein going to be charging. He has Kirito there to save him. But it's a 3v2. The chances are stacked up against you. Klein is waiting for the perfect moment, but he gets disarmed. They will get the ball back. Kirito is trying to pick up where he left off. And that is going to be the reset.
Gets ground pounded.
1 minute and 10 seconds left. The clock is ticking.
Blue team could hold on to the ball a lot here. Flexy and dirty plays. I can imagine this might be really... Red team need to be extra careful now on how long they hold on to the ball and how conservative they're going to keep the ball, because once Flexy gets it, he will just keep it. Blue team are never going to not notice that. Here we go. A fair chance. Flexy gets it though.
That's the thing. Whenever red team is close,
the pass.
And with
25 seconds left.
With 25 seconds left, what is this grand finals, Croissant?
Oh my goodness! Just when we thought all hope is lost, this is pretty much like the football equivalent of stoppage time. The team
Klein, it looks like Klein. He's just stalling. He's just stalling. They know it's over. At this point, it is over. It's going to be a draw.
Wow. That is crazy. Red team, imagine getting a draw right at the end.
We are going to be playing a golden goal match. We're going to be playing for 1 point to see who's going to get the point. Sorry, who's going to win the game? Yeah, no, that doesn't really work, yeah, grammatically. But we are going to be playing.
It made sense. 1 point to get the point.
1 point, and whichever team gets the point, they got the point, and you need 1 point. So then you have all of your points, and they get the point on the scoreboard, which is what we really want here. That's what we're looking for. Which means that it doesn't.
I get your point.
It does not get more match point than this.
Very, very good. And look at the Artemis. Look at his hat. Look at that. Look at Klein. That's pretty pointy.
That is very pointy indeed. But
right.
We are going to be going for that for the final golden goal match. And if the red team is able to get it, it means that we have a bracket reset, and we're going to be going into another set of best of 3. If blue team gets it, that's going to be then winning the entire tournament, ending on first and securing the prize pool of $60.
Indeed. This is going to be a heck of an important goal. It's all down to this. I mean, Polly, how many close fights have we seen today? I can't count them. I've lost
Depends on what you count as close, because if you count this as close, everything before this isn't as close now, is it?
Wow, philosophical. But I was meaning more in the sense of, well, it's 4-4. Who's gonna get the next goal? Kind of vibe, you know?
Quite a lot, I would say. We haven't really seen that many sweeps. We have seen some fast games, we have seen some sweeps, but like not entirely throughout the set. Enough talking. My heart's
Let's get
pounding.
in.
I don't know about you, Croissant. These players' hearts are pounding. The viewers' hearts are pounding. We are so close to determining if it's going to be a bracket reset, going back into another grueling game, best out of 3, or if they're going to be able to close it out right now.
Who do you think is gonna get it, Polly? It could be
I
anyone.
don't know that you can't do this to me. You can't have me pick
You
between
can't.
these two teams. They're both too good, man. I'm gonna have to go for the red team just because Bonobo was rocking that Bryn. I place faith in Bryn players.
The Bryn. Here we go.
I mean, Hichu is also on the Bryn though, so I guess I like both of them.
This is so close. Okay.
Not close enough though. They're not gonna be
Nice.
able to close that out.
Neutralized.
Now though, with a great opportunity to go for a charge, Bob goes in.
This
His
might be
support
it.
is amazing.
This
It's so
is it.
close. I close it out. Bob's builders are going to be your winners. They've done it.
They've done it indeed. Well done, Bob the Builders. Yes, we can. Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Brawlball never stops with
Just
the
when you
adrenaline
think.
rushes.
Indeed. Just when you think red team were going to get it, just when you think another team were going to get it, it just bounces back. The reversals are very, very imminent. And what a tournament we've had today.
For a quick comment from the players, Kirito said in the chat that he forgot the ball, which is of course very unfortunate. But yes, wonderful, wonderful indeed.
Bob, Flexi, and Hichu continued their undefeated run in terms of tournaments, maintaining, further facilitating, further cementing their power rank as #1. And of course, as #2, Bonobo, Krito, and Klein have also further cemented that.
All right.
Yeah, it's always
Thank you,
been a
guys.
1-2 for these guys.
Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching this tournament. It's been an amazing experience to cast this together with you, Croissant, and I definitely had a blast.
Yeah, likewise, indeed, Polly. Really glad to meet you today, and I had such a fun time as well.
It was a great time. Thank you to all of the viewers for coming out. Thank you to the people working on the tournament, and thank you to the players. Wouldn't have been the same without any of you. Would have left a very large vacuum, a hole that would be harder to fit with anything else. Without any further ado, my name is Polymonto. You can find me on Twitter at Polymonto. You should definitely follow me. You can basically find me under the name Polymonto everywhere. Follow me everywhere except for in real life. Croissant, where can people find you?
People can find me in England if you want to come along. Meet me there. But I won't be online a lot these days. But if you want to have a holiday, I'll treat you.
All right. Well, without any further ado, thanks for coming out, guys. We'll see you next time.